last session? Did you got chance to work on that? Do you have any
Sorry,
questions
I'm
on
new
that?
to this. This is my first training, so I don't know anything about this.
Your good name?
My name is Jason. Jason. My name is Jason.
Hi, Jason. So this is your first session?
Yes, sir.
Sir, for me also this is the first session.
So for me too.
All right.
For me also this is the first.
All right. Please go ahead on mute. I can hear you the background noise. Jason, you can mute yourself.
Okay. My name is Jason. I studied engineering in Bethlehem College, Karangal. I studied electronics and communication engineering. Uh,
Uh,
I passed out on 2019.
okay. Okay. All right. Uh, how many of you have joined in today's session?
So for me, sir.
That's Nivesh. Okay.
Anyway,
And
Nivas.
sorry, Nivas. Then Alka Ananda. It's two. And then three, four, five. What is this happening here? Uh, Pavitra, are you there? Adhitya Gupta.
Sir?
Pavitra, it seems like people have newly joined to the session.
Yes, sir. I already yesterday I give the recorded session to them. A previous class recorded session. Then they from today onwards they continued the session.
All right.
I didn't get
Just
the
uh yes,
I didn't,
Jason.
by that, but I didn't get the previous recorded sessions.
Your team leader will give you. Your team lead is Nirmala, right? Your team lead will give you.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Then
Okay, okay.
everyone keep your phone in silent mode.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now you start the session.
All right, Pavitra, thanks. Give me 2 minutes. I'll start the session. We'll get started. Yeah, so before we get started, I have sorry. Okay. So how about the last session? So I have given a couple of POCs to get that done today before we get started on the other parts. Is that is all done except the ones who have joined newly? So no issues on that. So rest all just wanted to understand how many of you done that.
I done it, sir.
Wahid has done, then the rest all. Uh,
Done, sir.
yes,
Done,
done.
sir.
Who's this? Hey, man.
Navin.
Navin. Oh, okay, fine. So Navin has done. So only two members have done this. What happened to the rest? Done, sir. Mohammed is done. Okay. Rest all.
Done, sir.
Aditya Gupta is done. Then Rest all. What happened to Jason, this is a POC. POC in the sense it's a small homework. So when we get down to the session, once it is all the session is done. So what we do is like I used to give some homework or a POC on that particular session, so that you people have to work out and come back. If you have any clarifications, you can ask on the clarifications. So it's all on the technical end. So yeah. What happened to Nandhini, Parthiban, RajaniPatel, Rithik Logu, Yuvashree? You people haven't done it. Nandhini, I think Malini, right? Malini, is that
Sir, I am also done, sir.
you're done? Okay.
Yes, I am
Malini,
putting the message.
okay,
Sir,
all right.
sir, I couldn't open the SQL Server Management Studio, sir. It's asking for server name. Whatever, I couldn't find the server name, sir, for my.
Last time we installed it, right?
Yes, we have installed it, but
Okay.
I have.
The server name, if you don't find that server name, you can go and get that from the browser, browse more, and you will have it. If not, you need to go and type something called localhost inside the server
Yeah,
name.
have tried it. Have tried by like watching many YouTube videos on. Like it didn't work, sir.
Didn't work.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll do one thing. So before we end up our call, or yeah, that should work. Before we end up our call, you can present your system. I
Yeah,
can find out what is the issue on that.
yeah. Okay,
We
sir.
can get
Sure.
this all done. All
Okay,
right.
sir. Thank you.
Thanks. So, do anyone have any questions on the previous session? Anyone have any questions on the previous session? Any clarification? Still any doubt on that? The basic concepts which I've taught on the SQL part?
No, sir.
No one, right? Okay. So today what we will be seeing is rest of the part of the SQL. So we will get completed on that. So the rest of the part in the sense, we started on the joins of the SQL server, where we have gone through the inner join, and today we will be looking into the left outer and right outer join in that, and proceeding with that we will be looking into stored procs, functions. So how to write a small stored proc, how to write a function, and how to utilize that functions in our DML process like select query. Hope everyone have gone through within previous one like DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, right? All right. Who's today? Who's gonna to initiate and present their system? Excuse me. Someone is ready to present their system.
Hi, Srinath. This is Navin. Can
Hey,
I?
Navin. If you,
As,
as usual, you wanted to go. Is someone
yes.
else apart from Navin and Bala? Last time Bala has done that, so someone else take an initiative. So if you take yourself as an initiative, that should help you a lot. You will understand when you go and put on your snippets by yourself. See, again, it's easy for me to show my system and present myself over there, and I can teach you what has to be done on the syntax part. It's very easy for me. I don't want that black and white code to be written again. So that's the reason I wanted you people to take an initiative and get started on that. Anyone else? One, two, and three. All right, Navin, go ahead.
Yes, Srinath. What should I do now?
All right, you need to open your SQL.
Okay.
Have you
Yes, I
created
have.
installed your SQL?
Yes, yes.
No, oh, hold on. Can you go and type it again? SQL, SQL, SQL Server Management Studio, SSMS. Yes, you must. That's right. Yeah, perfect.
Srinath,
Yeah,
hello.
I can hear you, man. Yeah, go ahead. Connect
Okay.
your desktop. If it is not connecting, so all you need to see is
Right.
your services.msc. You need to run your services.msc in the run command. Windows R.
1 second. It always connect. Now what happened? Okay.
Might be the service would have gone down. Service.msc.
Yes.
All right. Click on that. You have an SQL agent. Just trigger that guy as a running part. Just click on anywhere and just put as SQL. Just
This one, right?
yeah. SQL next one, not this one. It's SQL
Oh,
Server.
yes.
Yeah. When you go and start this guy. Okay, start the other one. SQL Server first. Yeah.
Once.
And the other one. Other one. Why? You're disabled SQL Server agent. When you right click on it, it'll ask for. Anyways, go and run it now from your SQL Server. It has to get connected. Let's see. If not, that agent.
Yes. Wait. It's always connect. No. Yes. It's start.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. It's I believe that you haven't came on the last session, and hope you
Yes.
would have received your recording session what we have taken with Bala. So the continuation of it we will be looking into today. So do you have that? This one. Have you created the databases already? Have you created any databases?
Means
System
I
database
already.
not required. Portfolio. No.
Yes. This is created by me. So long time ago.
All
It's a.
right. Not an issue.
Uh,
So Bala, can you pass on the syntax which we have created on that day? That is, we have created two tables, right? Just I wanted the syntax to be passed on, either in
Yes,
the
sir.
chat.
Yeah,
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 if
yeah.
you have it, I wanted you to create that databases.
okay.
Sir, I will send in Telegram.
Sorry, Bala, what is that?
Sir, I will send in Telegram.
You're sending in Telegram. Hey,
I'm not in the
I
Telegram. Wait.
yeah,
I'm not
very
in
good.
the. I'm not in the Telegram.
All right.
Means that I'm not in this group.
You have the link to get joined in the Telegram, man.
No. I don't. I think.
You don't have it. Excellent.
Yeah.
If you can put that in this chat, that should work, Bala. I don't think he is having a link or not.
I think anyone can share that link.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how many of people have that link. I'm sorry. Is that Alaganandha? Do you want to share something? Your hand has been raised. I didn't notice it. Just
No,
noticed now.
sir. By mistake, sorry.
All right, no issues.
Sir, I will send it
Yeah, I have received
in
that.
chat box.
All right. Hey, Naveen, copy that
Ah,
now.
yes.
Put that in the editor window.
Is it okay?
Yes. So what I wanted is like I wanted you to run the first line, first sentence, not all, only the first one, first line. Not. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
No,
on.
no, no,
Yeah,
not. I'm not.
yeah. Okay, execute that. You haven't, man, you haven't selected completely. C is missing out.
Come on.
You have to select entirely. The first line has to be selected entirely. You have missed out the C. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Database created.
All right. The database is now created. Now, what I wanted you to do is like you have to create a table. Wait, that's an insert part where you need to quit. Bala, did we not created the table through this one? I mean, through the script. You don't
No,
have
sir.
that?
No, no, sir.
All right. Can you, if you have opened your SQL part, can you go and right click on that particular table and you have a script 2 and just choose the script 2 and you will have a create table. Just get that script for Naveen. Bala, are you able to get that snippet from your SQL server? No, not required,
So,
man. Not required, man. Naveen, not required. Yes, yes, Bala.
yeah, please wait 2 minutes. I will open and I will send you, sir.
Okay. You can just copy the create table from create table and rest all or entirely, however you want it. Set and see nulls on from there to end.
Okay. Is this correct? With payoff.
All right, you can copy. No, the last one. What happened? Something is missing. A is what is that? A.
He gave just a.
Hey, you haven't copied fully, man. Abala.
If we give not null means it won't accept. It should be mandatory column, right?
Yeah, if you haven't mentioned as not null, then it means that that's a mandatory column. You have to give this one. Not null in the sense that particular column should have the value. Yes, Bala.
Sir, A is a last letter.
No, man, that will not come over there like that. It is like are you missing some? Either it should be ANSI best. Okay, what you can do is like Naveen. You
Yes.
can remove that entire thing. I mean, from the width you can remove it. No, the bracket should be there. Yeah, put the bracket.
Okay.
All right, now run it. Execute it.
No.
Wait.
Yes.
You need to change the database.
Yes.
So current database, what you are having is master. You need to change the database as analytics, and then you need to run it. On the top, you have analytics. Click on that in the editor window first. Okay. Towards your left top, you have something called master drop-down blocks. Yes. On the above, you have something called master.
Which one? This one?
Okay. Hold. Towards your right, just click your cursor inside your IDE editor box first.
Yes.
Okay, now you highlighted, right? Just above to it, you have something called execute. And behind the execute, there is a drop down. You have an execute option on the top? Yes. No, come to the left. Come to the left. You have something called master.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
no issues. You need to choose analytics. Yes, now go and run your create table. So if you run that in the master, then this table will be created under the master table.
Under master.
Now execute it. What happened? Incorrect syntax. Have you put that bracket?
Yes.
No. One more bracket has to be put it over there. Can you put that one more bracket? Because
yes.
you are opened on the create table, but that has not been closed. Yes. Now close this. Yes.
Yes, command completed.
So now, yeah. So we have created a table now.
Yes.
Yes. What happened? What is the name you've given? Okay,
Student table.
Okay. No, the name what you have mentioned there is a wrong one. That's okay.
Wrong.
We need to change accordingly.
Update.
Okay.
Can I give
That's
update?
okay. That's okay. No, that's not required as of now. For that, you need to not use update. You need to use alter table. That only will change you. So okay. Next line is insert into table. You run that complete line. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. 2 rows is affected. So now go and select it. Bala, meanwhile, we have created another table as well, right? The department one. Can you paste that one as well?
Yeah, yes. Sir.
No, that's okay, man. Okay, student, correct. No, you haven't selected completely. You have half the way selected. All right.
Yep.
So you can see the 2 records. So okay, the reason for why it is not completely coming is like it has been used as an integer. So integer has a limit where you cannot go and give the phone number with 10 digits, right? So for that, what data type has to be used is like we need to use either a numeric or we need to use either a varchar of it. So the data type has to be changed for that. Okay.
So, okay.
That's okay. We will change it. I'll tell you when we do a mistake how to correct that mistake. We will do that.
We should change the phone number and date of birth both.
Date of birth is like date column. So can you go up on the create table? Yes.
It given
So
it.
when we, yeah, that's the wrong thing. So we need to give it as date.
Okay.
So what you can do is one way of doing is like you can go and update now as date, DAT, on the structure itself.
Structure itself.
No, can you go up? Yeah, change here as date, DATE. Awesome. And for student phone number, you can give it as numeric.
NUMS enough or
NUMERIC, numeric. MERIC, yes. Okay. Now, what I wanted is like before the create table, write a syntax called drop table table name. Before the create table, you can put it as drop table table name. Yes. No. Before that, before the line of create table, you need to add yes. Drop table table name. You need to give a space between a drop and table. That's a syntax. That's a clause. Yes.
now we can change the table name, right?
Yeah, you can change the table after dropping it. Yes. Now you can. No. Don't change now. Once you drop the table name, the existing table will be dropped. Then when you go and create that new table, then you can change the name of it. So you can go and run this guy. Yeah, perfect. So it would have executed it successfully. Now go and change the table name as student STUDENT. And below to it constraint. Yeah, in the constraint. Hold on, sir. In the below to it, you have something a word called constraint. Next to the word of constraint, you have student table. Even that area needs to be changed.
Can I run now?
Yeah, you can run it now. Hold on. See, again, you have the student table name has to be changed there in insert table. Without changing the name, yeah. Awesome. So what happened? So what is the issues? Incompatible with date. So the date format has to be changed. Operand type clash. Int is not incompatible with date. Integer. Okay, what is that you have given? Date. Student date of birth, right? Clash in. It's incompatible with date. Okay. What we can go and give it as? You can give hyphen or slash. Even slash should take it out. Okay. Do one thing. To find it out, we need to give the date properly. How we can find it out why the date is throwing an error on this? So before the insert, you need to write a command like select space get date, open bracket and close bracket, get date, DAT. It's an inbuilt one. Yes. No, all together. Get date is an all together. Yeah, open bracket and close bracket. No. At the end, you have to give it, not at the beginning.
Okay.
Yes, open and close. Yeah, it's a function. Okay, now go and select it and run it. See how they have
It should be given
as,
a hyphen.
yes. Okay. Anyways, just go and change as whatever we needed. Just hyphen. Okay. Now put it in a single quotes first. Date is a string format, so always you should put that in a string format. Before 2, you need to have a single quote. After the 15, you need to have a yes. Now you can go and run this guy now, the entire line. All right, perfect.
No.
So now, can you go and
Yes.
select this table?
Yes. Now it works. And the department table. Can I create it?
Yes, what he has pasted. Okay, so remember you have to change one thing here. Take paste
Navin.
that. Did you haven't pasted? Copy that from this one.
Create
Bala's
table
copied from this. Yeah, create table
from.
for department table. You need to copy that.
Okay.
Copy that entirely. What he has done it.
From all. That alter table.
No man, what he has pasted in the chat, department table he has pasted right. In the chat he
Okay.
has pasted, Bala's pasted, copy that department table entirely, what he has pasted it. I'm sorry, what you have pasted over there, you need to copy it and put it here. You haven't copied completely yet, I believe.
No. From where I should. I'm just copying the create table, and there is
Okay,
an alter table.
yes, even copy that as well. And Ranjini has
Okay.
said something. Can you use the alter command to change the data type? Yes, Ranjini, we can use that alter command. You wanted to put that. Okay, wait. We'll do this one and we will see how to change that. Okay.
Um,
Um, okay, perfect.
set
So
as.
only one. Wait. The only thing you need to change is at the end you have references, and you need to change the name of the student table. It's not student, it's student. Perfect. Now go and run this guy.
From create table.
Yes, from create table of department. You need to copy till the end, till the end, till the end, till the end. From the create table till the end. Alter table as well. Yes. All right. So now go and select your department table as well. So what comes, nothing comes inside your department table, right? Because you haven't added any values to it. So you will not see any values to it. Now the table name is, just copy the table name below, man, and copy paste it there. It will not come because you have just ran it now. So when you go and close your window and come back, it will be there as an reasons. Okay, run this guy. So you can see nothing has been inserted here. What I wanted you to do is, like, you can use an option called insert into. Go and write a syntax called insert into. Insert, insert. Insert into. and your table name, department table, values, space values. Directly we are going to insert the values. Open the bracket and you can give an ID as 1, comma, and you can give again as 1 because you are referring the ID of first table of student to this table. So we are giving it as 1 again. And the department name. Department name you can have as a ECE or CSE, whatever name. You have to mention that in a single quotes. It's a string. Close the bracket, again comma, open the bracket, second value. You can put as 2, comma 2, and CSE, whatever you wanted, you can give. Yeah, mechanical. Close, again comma. You can put 3, comma 3. And
But in student table there is an third
yes,
one.
yes. I know it. I wanted to show the difference on that.
Okay.
Yeah, single quotes.
May I run it now or fourth one?
No, not required. You can run this one.
Yeah, instance.
The insert statement conflicted with the foreign key constraint of yes. So what happened is like when you go and insert, remember when you go and insert the foreign key which is not available in your student table, I mean the table number 2, and which is a reference of table number 1, the value is not available in the table number 1, then it will throw an error saying like, hey, you are trying to insert the table number 1 value in table number value 2, but it's not available in the first table itself. Why is that you're adding it? So it's throwing in value and showcasing it clearly that it's a foreign key error. The value is missing in the table number 1. Either you need to go and insert in the table number 1 first, then you can go and insert that in the table number 2. Without having the value in the table number 1, you cannot go and insert in the table number 2. Okay, that's the reason it's throwing an error. Can you remove that last 3, 3 CSC and then execute it? Always when you go and refer, when you said that your foreign key is referred to your table, a particular table, then you have to you have to entirely remove that comma. Hold on man. It's not that 3, 3 alone you should remove it. You have to remove the CSC bracket and all the stuffs completely, the value itself. Yes, comma, even comma has to be removed. Yes, now go and run it. The reason for throwing an error is the last value what you have mentioned, 3, 3, the second 3 is not available in the student table. That's the reason it has thrown error saying that that's a foreign key violation. Now you can see that it got inserted both of the values as the student ID value is present in first table. So that it got mapped and it says that already the value is available. Now you can go and insert to your foreign key tables. Okay. Now I wanted what I wanted to you to change is like here 1, 1, just put it as 3, 2. Go and change 3, 2. 3, 2, and instead of whatever you wanted to send as an empty, that's okay. If you are putting as null, remove the single quote. Null is an inbuilt value. Okay. Now put it as 3, 2 again. And put it as empty value to it. Single quotes. Single quotes. Just put empty value. Don't send null. Single quotes. Yes. Now run this guy. Now go and select it. See the difference. See, even I said the value has to be null or an empty, but still the ID is referred to the first table which already exists. So D, student table, then it is allowing any values to that. Okay, now we will use the join here. Okay, now we have already used a single join, inner join, and we have brought it out. Okay, now okay, anyways, we will go and do the join again. Okay, now go and write select star from student table. Correct, man. Select star from student table and put the alias name as st space. No, you need to give a space. In the table, we can give the alias label. Now you are going to pick out the columns from the table. So you need to mention next to the star saying like st intly sense. The intly sense will open and give you the column names. You can go and choose what column is required to go and select it. So you can go and say it as student name, student date of birth, and student email ID. Go select the entire stream. What happened? We have given an analyze name for the table name and we have utilized now. Instead of bringing the column name with the full name, I wanted to customize the column name. Let's say if I have student name, I don't want to bring it out as a student name with a full column name. Instead of that, I can give so alias name, we can go and customize the name of the original column name what we have given it. Okay.
But Srinath, but it won't affect the original table, right?
No, it won't affect the original table. Okay. If you wanted to check that, go and put it as on the top. You have already written a statement called select star from student table. Just run that. Got it? It will not affect. See, we are doing a select statement that is not going to affect your structure itself or a schema. So the select statement is used to customize however you wanted to see the output of it. It is not going to affect any of your structure or your schema or your skeleton. It will not do anything. It's just customizing the way how we wanted to present it to the users. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now what I wanted is we are using a join for it. So in the next line, click enter. You need to put inner join space INNER inner space join, and your second table name, department table, what is that? Yeah, DT, department table. Yeah, DT space DT. That's an alias name. DT is an alias name.
Okay.
Yeah, DT space on st dot. Yes, wait, you need to map the column which is unique to both of the tables. So what is the column is unique for both of the tables is student ID. Exactly. st dot student ID equal to, no, not comma, that's equal to dt dot student ID. So what is that you are doing here is you are passing the student ID of department table to the student table. To find out the values which is present in the department table has to be present in the student table. If both the IDs gets matched, then it's going to bring out the records what we have pulled as a column. Now go and select it, both of the statements, and run it. See there? So these are the columns which has been mapped. So that's the reason it's bringing out. Okay, now what I wanted is next to the in the st.student email ID, put it as comma, and you need to bring out the department name. Okay, comma dt dot dt dot yes department name. Awesome. Now go and select the entire statements and run it. See there. See, it has bought what is required for us. It has bought the EC mechanical null value and the empty value what we have done it. Okay. So we have bought both the columns of two different tables however we want, but we have to make sure that the column 2, the table 2, a unique record has to be matched with the table 1 record. That is student ID. Student ID is the one which we have given as a foreign key for both the tables. So that student ID is a primary key for table 1 and the same column is a foreign key for table 2. So we need to map it accordingly so that it can go and bring the records which is mapped to both the tables. Now, what?
Yes, Srinath,
Yes,
I have a doubt. But the student shouldn't repeat, right? It should be in only one department.
See, the reason for repetition is the reason for repetition is you have already inserted with the same value on the top. Can you go up in the insert statement?
For department or student table?
No, for Krishna Raju. Okay. See, the second one what you have kept is Raju, correct?
Yes.
What is the ID of the student?
2.
Yes. So when your ID is mapped with your second table, it's going to pull out the records of what it has been present in the first table. That makes sense?
Yes,
for example, yes. The reason is
I will tell my clarity. Because I am giving that the second student ID.
Yes.
The student ID which name or date of birth etc. is having there. Just add the department name.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
A single student can be getting into multiple departments, right? He can be into EC, he can be into, no, not practically, but just as we created and we have given the same ID. So we have taken a probability saying like a single student Raju is into mechanical, Raju belongs to another department. But as of now, the department has not been mentioned. We have given it as a null, and we have said like Raju is an empty department. Okay, and that's the reason we have mentioned the value as 2. When the value is mentioned as 2, any records relevant or dependent to the value of 2, that will bring it out and show you here. The student name belongs to the 2, that's called Raju. That's the reason you are getting it multiple times. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. If it is a confusion one, we'll do the one more thing. In the insert statement, just copy the insert statement entirely. Or what you can do is like, instead of changing it, change 1 as 3 and 2 as 4 and change the names. Instead of Krishna Raju, you can change whatever you want. 3. Oh, exactly, 4, correct, that is 4. Raju has some other name. Okay, now Krishna has some other name.
Run it.
Alright, now you can run it. Alright, so now what I wanted you to do is wait. Just come down. Select department table now. select star from department table, which is on the next line also. Okay. Now what I wanted is like see the department ID 3. You have given 3 twice the time, so that's wrong.
Hmm.
You have to give it as 4. So we have to make it as a primary key. We haven't made that as a primary key. That's the reason it's not throwing any error of it. Okay, what we do is like we go and change it now. We'll go and update that value. How we can update it? There are two ways to update. One is by writing a syntax. Another way is just getting into the UI and we can go and update it. Okay, we can do both the ways. Now towards your left you have department table. Can you go and refresh inside the database? Analytics, click on the analytics and refresh. Yes, right click on that. You have something called insert into. Yes, edit top to 200 rows. Next to the select you have edit top. This is one way of going and updating your records. Now I wanted you to change the last one as 4. You're right, department ID is 4. Now okay, now what I wanted is close this one, save this and close this. I'm
How
showing
does
there are two ways. Yeah, you can close this. On the top you have close button, the tab. Yeah. Okay. Now go and select again with the department table. Now you should see the changes now.
yes,
Awesome.
yes.
Now next to the select you need to write update table name, department table, update space table name, set.
Once slow, please. Sorry. Update.
The reason for writing an update command is you are going to update the value of foreign key, that is the student ID. Instead of double 2, last 2 we have added twice the time 2. So we are going to change it as 2 and 3 and 4, so that we can see the changes. Update table name.
Update table name.
Table name, set column name, table name. What is the table name? No, you need to go and mention the table name, sir. Department
sorry.
table as a table name. Yeah.
Table name.
Now you set column name. What column are you going to change? So we are going to change the column as student ID. No, department ID is a unique one. We will not change anything on that. The only is we are going to change student ID. The reason is we have updated 2 more values in the student table. So we are going to change that and see how the things are coming up. Student ID equal to 3 var. The reason for writing the var command is we are going to update only a particular row. If you forget to write the var command, then it's going to update the entire column of all the rows. WHERE, filter command is var. WHERE, var.
W.
Sorry,
where? Okay, where?
Okay, where?
Department
ID equal to 3. You are going to update only a single row. Copy that. Yeah, you need to go and select it and execute it. And now go and change the student ID as 4 and the department ID is 4. Alright, you can go and execute that and do a select code. Alright. There you go. Now I wanted you to run the last statement what you have written. That is the inner join of it. Now see the difference. You got that?
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned the student ID anywhere more than once in the department table. If we would have mentioned that more than student ID in the department table, then the names would be repeated again and again, as we have seen that for Raju. Now we have a unique IDs in the department table for the foreign keys. That's the reason it's not getting repeated. Does it make sense? Anyone have any questions on that still?
Can we change it as a primary key for department ID?
Yes, sir, we can change it as. You have an alter table there, sir. Go and see that. Just about to it. You have created an alter table for the department, right?
Yes.
No, that this is this is for this one. On primary is written over there.
Where right now?
Hold on. See, we have written constraint pk of student, and we have clearly told that primary key cluster created as here as a constraint, but we haven't created primary key for the this one
Department ID.
department table.
Okay.
So how
Can we
will you
create
create it?
now?
Yes, how will you create it?
Same command constraint
Constraint, yes.
and changing the PK student department table, and the student ID should be changed as a department ID.
No,
Correct?
no, no. Exactly. But what you have said is right. But remember, you have already created a table. Now you have to go and create to the existing table. Remember, when you go and create for the first time on the table, that is what you said. What we have created on the top constraint is accepted. But
Okay.
you're going to alter the table structure
Okay.
itself. Where you're going to create it. So for that, what you need to use it? There is a command called alter table.
Okay.
Okay, now what you need to do is write alter space table, alter table name. You need to go and write alter table name. Add primary key. What is the table name? You need to go and add it here. Department table is the table name. Yes. Add primary key. See, you are writing to the existing table which is already created. So add primary key, open the bracket, and you need to go and tell what column you need to go and add it.
Okay. Key. Primary key to the
What is the
department ID.
exactly? So open the bracket and add the department ID. Okay, this will go and okay, run this guy. Run this guy. I'll tell you. Okay, now yes. Now what I wanted you to do is go and select the query. Okay. How will you know that whether the primary key what you have executed is it's available or not? All you need to do is towards your left hand side you can open the table and you have something called keys that you go and create it as pk underscore. That's called primary key. Fk is nothing but your foreign key. Right? All right, that makes sense. So remember, when you go and create for the first time, you can create that in your create table itself. If you forgot to create that, then you have to make sure that you need to use a command called alter table. So alter table inside, and by using an alter table, you can do whatever you wanted. Either you can go and change the column, or you wanted to go and change what is that? Whatever you wanted. Okay. Ranjini has asked me to use an alter table for that. Let's do one small thing. See, department name we have added it, right? And let's go and change column. Yeah, let's do a column. Okay, rename the column name. Let's do that. Alter table and table name same. Go and write it as alter table and table name. Table name. Now give a space. Rename column. Rename column. COLE column. Give the column COLUMN. Column space column name.
Student.
Column name. Yeah, what is the name we have given?
Student
Alter
department.
table. Department name. Okay, you can put it as department name. Column old name. Old name has to be department name. To new name. Department name. To new name. TO to space TO space TO to new name. What is the new name you are going to give?
DM.
DEP. DEP dip.
Okay.
DEP
DEP.
NAME.
Name.
EP can be small. You need not to put it as a case sensitive one. I mean a caption. Yes. Try running this Why this rename is not taking up? Alter
Case.
table name is right. No, alter table name rename is right. Rename column you have given RENAM right. Yeah, department name to name. That's right.
Says a rename.
Column name. Rename
Sorry.
column. Column name, na?
Yes, what you have given?
Department
Yeah,
name.
call. That's right. Rename column as column
Column
name
name.
to the. No, what you have given, see, alter table name is right. He has used a rename concept to rename the column, and we have said what needs to be renamed is column. For that, we are given as a syntax called column, and then the department name to, I mean, old name to the new name, column name to the new name. It has to work. Why this guy? Interesting. Hmm. Okay, we'll do one thing. If this guy rename is not working, what is your SQL Server version?
2019.
Okay, if that's the case, 2019 should have the concept called rename. Not sure. Instead of rename, you can put it as alter. Let's see how it works. Alter column name. And the new name you can go and change. No, even that will not change. Hold on. User, I don't think it will going to change it because
Come again, Srinath.
uh, you can change this alter column department name. Run till department name. Select alter name from the alter table. You need to, yes, exactly. Go and select it and run it. Why this rename is not working? Let's see. Got it. So alter column is also not taking this. Why? Alter table name is right, and mhm. So can you go up? But okay, hold on. Alter table rename column that should work. Okay. Okay. Change it as modify and see how it works. But this equal to
I think I
2019 has
should.
to be
I think I should put it as a case sensitive.
not required, ma'am. See, alter not required. I mean, see, what is like alter table name is right. Alter column is given, and the column name what you've given is alter table rename column. And
Can
no,
it?
no, not required. Rename has to take it. But it's not taking, then something is weird. Come on. And call name is that. Okay. Okay, there is no concept. They've removed it from 2019. There is no concept called rename column. there's no of the table name, rename column, old name to the new name. Yeah, they said it's there in SQL 2019. Executed. Old name to the new column name. That is what they say. Yeah, it's there. It's there in 2019. Rename. Instead of alter, put it as rename. 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 Just change it as no. Remove the alter. You have CC. Rename. Rename is not working for you, man. Take as an this one. Okay, remove that column instead. Remove column. Next one is column, right? Remove that. Even the rename is not coming at the time. Super. Okay, awesome. Interesting. All right. If that's the case, then what we can do is like we need to go and say it as particular column to be dropped off. Instead of rename, put it as change. Let's see whether it's change. Yeah, it's not taking because it will not accept a word called change in SQL. There's no concept name called change. Either you need to use modify. Okay, you can put it as modify column. Instead of change, you can put it as modify. Let's see whether 2019 takes it. Modify space column. Okay, remove that column and directly put the column name. Okay, remove that column. Modify column. This is not taking up. Very interesting. So this is not accepted in 2019. Huh? There is no keyword at all. It is taking up. Good. Okay, we'll do one thing. If doesn't take, I have something to do with it. Let's do this and see. We'll try to use an inbuilt function and see where if it takes, then okay. Okay, what I wanted you to do is just I'm typing here, I'm using an inbuilt function and see whether it's going to work out or not. What is that is happening? It's like, what is that? Department name, right? Department table dot what column we are changing? Department name, and I wanted to change as DEPT name. Try this one. I mean, I put that in the chat. This is an inbuilt stored proc which is already there. We are utilizing the inbuilt stored proc and just sending the value to it, and we are going to change it. Let's see this. But this is in rare case. We won't be using that. But Yeah, you go. So 2019 is not taking up the keyword called change or rename. That's weird. I need to check why it is not taking. For you, it is not taking, or is that for 2019 itself? It's not taking under the keyword. Where what you can do is like alter table name, and you can use drop column name. You can drop the column, then you can go and create the column as alter table name, add column name. There are two ways to do it. Can you do that, Naveen? You can use alter table name, drop column name. At the end, you need to go and if this keyword is not working, what we can do is, but this way of doing is not right way. Dropping that particular column and recreating with a new column, that's not the right way still, but the keywords are not taking up in this particular feature. We need to I need to check it out why the express edition is not taking up these keywords. Is that same thing for you, Bala? Have you just tried out putting as alter table name and rename column?
Sir, my also in SK 2019 version, sir.
Oh, okay, same version. Okay,
Yeah, yes, sir.
then we might have the same problem. All right, Naveen, you can go and put it as saying like alter table name, drop column name. So it will go and drop it.
But it won't. It will drop the same information like EC, MEC, and etc.
Yes, exactly. That's the way. That's what I said. That's not the way to do it. But the alternate way is if the rename keyword or this one modify or change is not working, then we need to opt for this second option. What I have sent you. This is what we can rename it. So what here we are doing is inside by sp underscore rename, what we are doing is it starts with the table name as department table dot, then follows with the column name, department name, and we have to say what is the name has to be altered for the column name. So we are putting as department name, DEPT name, and what needs to be changed, whether it needs to change the column, it needs to change the table name, what it is. So we have set like column. If we are going to change the table name itself, we need to go and say it as table. Then it will change the table name. Okay, this is one way, but this is a rare case of doing it. It's an alternate way. I'll find it out why the express edition is not accepting the rename, change, or modify concepts in the express edition.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, but yes, now.
நான் மீட்டிங்ல இருக்கேன், நான் கால் பண்றேன்.
Hey, Naveen, you can put it mute, Naveen.
Srinath?
Yes, Giridharan.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's working
Giridharan.
in online compiler instead of SQL service.
Sorry, what is that?
Working on online compiler.
It's working under which feature? Online?
Online compiler.
No, that will work on online compiler, man. I'm asking about the express edition. See, yeah, that's something a future with that. See, we are utilizing the freeware, so certain features will not be available for us to go and execute it. So if we go for professional edition and enterprise edition, all the features will be available. It will take out what we are requiring.
Yeah.
Okay, so Naveen, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, Naveen. Naveen, anything you wanted to talk? Colloquial language, that is your mother tongue language, you can go for mute, man.
Sorry. It's
not an
Call.
issue. I agree. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So I wanted you to do is now. See, we have used the inner join, right? Now I wanted you to see something called left outer join and
Right
copy
outer.
that entire part what we have done in PS right outer join. Good here. And use as right outer join or right join, whatever you want. Right outer join or however.
Now can I run it? Or I should change this?
Right outer join or right join. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Just run that and see it.
Sorry, we had changed it, right?
Okay, you got the mistake. Invalid column name. We have changed. Yes, exactly. Hit name.
Why it's
Yeah,
not picking?
yeah, you're right. Yeah, it will pick it. You can go and run it. Interior department name, right?
Yeah, it's
Right,
not.
invalid column name.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
I lost the T.
Oh,
I
T
missed the
is
T.
missed.
Now it's working.
Okay. Now, what I wanted is like you can use a left outer join. No, it will not run. You need to select entire.
No defense.
No defense. Okay. Now, what we can do is like, okay, on the top you have an insert statement, right? Okay. Now I wanted you to go and add one more thing. Have the same instead of 3 and 4. No, wait. I wanted you to go and add for department, not for this one. So go and add for insert into department. Okay. Now 3 2 is there. Okay. Go and run the same thing. Don't change anything.
Come again,
Insert into
please.
no. Insert into department name is there, right? The values. Go and run the same line again.
This one, right?
Yes.
Primary key violation.
Why we have 2 is already there, right?
Yes,
Why it
2,
is
3,
violating?
both are there. We
Oh,
changed
sorry.
that. We
No,
changed
no,
the
no.
primary key.
Okay. Okay. Primary
For
key has to
5.
be changed as 4, 5, and 6. 5 and 6. 5 and 6. 5
6.
and 6. Okay. Now let's go and change. Okay. Run this guy.
Yep.
Okay. Now go run a select query where you will see an extra both of things. All right. Perfect. Now what I wanted is now go and run your inner join now. First thing is inner join. Okay. Now go and run your right outer join. 6 values is come.
Can I change it into outer right join?
You can remove that right join. You can remove that outer. Any both of the things are does the same. Just remove outer and put it as run. It'll have this. Go and run this now.
Same.
Yeah, same value. Yeah. Go and change it as left join. Has to come. did you see any changes on the right join and the left join?
The column has been interchanged.
Why the column has
Sorry,
been
the rows.
changed? Can you
Sorry,
go
sorry,
and
sorry. The rows has been interchanged. The column is same. Rows has been interchanged. The
wait,
Raju,
copy
all
this.
Rajus all came same continuous.
Excellent. Okay, wait. Just copy this entirely and put it as next to that, and copy that select and paste that to the next line and change it as right join. Yes, change it as right join now. Run both the things, left join as well as right join. Copy, yeah, run this guy. Okay, now what you need to do is like at the bottom, you have that result tray, right? You need to go and make it as up. Yeah, bring that up. Yes, exactly that.
Sorry.
Yeah, awesome. You can move it up.
It's a
You
left
can
join.
expand a bit little. Yes, there you go. See the difference what you're seeing here and see the difference what you're seeing there. First thing we have used a left join. The second thing we have
It's
used a
a
right
left.
join.
It's right.
Remember? Yes, you're right. So anyone can tell me what is happening here? When you use a left join, what is changed in the student name? It's not only the change is done in the student name, it has done to the entire row itself. And similarly for right join, it has done for the entire row itself. What is that you're seeing here? When you use your left join, it's doing something. When you use your right join, it's doing something. What is that? When you use your left join, what it is exactly doing?
I find out the left
Watch it.
one. Left one
Uh,
just changing the order. That the duplicate values are in the next to next to. I mean, Raju
not
is
there
repeated
is
3 times.
okay. That's okay.
Um,
That's okay.
that came in left join, but I don't know what happening in the right.
See, first thing when you
Okay,
use your left,
I don't know what happening in the right join.
see what is the concept of left join? So left join, what it does, either you use a left outer join or left join. It's going to return all the records from the left table first, and then only it is going to
Right table.
get the records of the right table, which is going to match it. If it doesn't match, it will not bring it out at all. If
Okay.
I use your left join or left outer join, it's going to pull out all the records from the left table. What is your left table is?
Student
Student?
table. Student table.
Yes, exactly. Student table. It's going to bring out all the records from the student table. Now, what it is going to do it when you use a foreign key relationship? So, foreign key relationship are right table. Right table is department table. Now, what it is going to do is, in the right table, it's going to bring out only the records which is going to match with the first table. It will not bring out all the records which is not mapped. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
See carefully. You have written a left join, and this left join has a left table called student table as a left table. So first thing, it's going to bring out the record what and all is present in the left join. Left table. What is student table? Student table has Krishna, Raju, Vishal, and Murali, right? It's going to bring out those records. And towards your right, what is the table you have? Department table. When you use your department table, what it does is like it goes and it will not bring out all the records, but it also makes sure that towards your right table should be matched with your left table. Only those records will be borrowed out here. If any one of the column is not matched, if any one of the foreign key is not matched, it will not bring out that particular record in the left join. That will totally miss it out. And vice versa for the right join. Is that still confusing?
Yes. Yes, Srinath.
Okay. We'll do one thing. You can click on Control R
Control R.
All right. So in the editor window, we have an insert statement, right? Where is that department insert?
Here it is.
Okay, 5, 6 already 2 is given. Okay, what I wanted you to do is like in the department table. Okay, I wanted to show you how the difference is. For that, what I wanted you to do is like towards your left, you have created a foreign key, right? Inside the department table. Towards your left, you have a department table. Under that, you have a keys. Under that, you have something called foreign key. Delete that. You can delete that foreign key. Now there is no foreign key. Now I wanted you to do is like insert into department table values. You can change it as 7 and 8. Go and replace 5 as 7 and 6 as 8. I'll tell you why I've deleted my foreign key. 6 as 8. Now 2 as 5.
There is no 5.
Yeah, agree. And yeah, run that. Okay. Now for the difference of left outer join and right outer join, you will know what it is. Now go and run the left outer join alone. Wait. Just go and run only the left join. What happened?
7, 8 not came.
Why?
Because it's full of null values.
No.
Empty values.
I'll repeat. No, not at
Oh,
all.
no, wait. Doesn't exist in student table.
Excellent. Yes. So what it does when you use a left join, first thing it will bring out all the records which is pulled from the left join. I mean left table.
join.
The first table, whatever you give it, it's going to pull out all the records from the left table.
Left means
And
department table.
No, student table is the left table. First table is called the left hand side. The left hand value is nothing but your student table. The right hand is nothing but your department table. So it's going to bring out all the records from the student table first.
Okay.
After bringing out all the records, now what it is going to do is like it's going to do a join concept, like left join. So when we do a left join towards your right table, it will not bring out all the records from the right table. Instead, it's going to go and find out what is a matching with that table, matching with your right table. If your left table and right table is matched with both of the things, then only it's going to bring out the records from the right table. If any one of the column is not matched, I mean any one of the value is not matched towards your right table, it will not bring it at all. Similarly, for the right table, you can go and see what it is. Just run the right table. Now you will have the records of what you have inserted, 7 and 8.
Now I understood.
Does that make sense?
Yes, Srinath.
Okay. Anyone still have doubt on this? Anyone still have doubt on this? You can raise your hand or you can unmute. You can ask me. Okay. Now I tell you why I have deleted my foreign key. If I don't delete my foreign key, it will not allow me to insert in the second record, so that I'll not be able to show you the difference between left outer and right outer. That's the reason I deleted my rule.
Foreign key.
So if I delete my rule, however I wanted, I can go and create it. So if I put my rule, then you will not be knowing how the records are coming out. That's the reason I removed the rule which I applied on that department table. Got that? Make sense? That's the reason behind. Does anyone have any doubts? Okay.
Sir.
Oh, awesome. So we have seen what is that we have seen is today is like joins. We have seen it.
Srinath, someone called you. think someone called
Sorry.
you.
Yes, please.
I don't know who is. Someone just called you.
Yes, please. Someone who called me. Yes, Alankan. Is that you?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Someone else. Does that make sense, or do you have any questions on that? A left outer and out, right outer join, or a right join, whatever. All right. So we'll go for a break. I think it's 10:43 or 10:45 now. We'll have 15 minutes of break. Can come back by 11, and we will work on how to create a stored procedure, and inside a stored procedure how we can go and write our DML process, and we have functions. Okay, two things is there which is pending, and we'll get that completed today. All right, you can go for a break and come back by 11 sharp.
Okay, sure. So let's. Srinath, one doubt. If now I am adding the foreign key now, it will show error or what for this 7 and 8?
Obviously, yes, because you haven't added that to your student ID, right? I mean,
Yes.
student table. That's the reason
Yes.
it will show you that it doesn't match. I mean, the department ID, department table of student ID doesn't match with your this one student
Department
table.
table,
So you
student table.
you need to you need to delete you need
Okay.
to delete both the department 7 and 8 ID. Then you can create the foreign key on top of it. It will get created.
Aiswarya வச்சிருக்கேன் சின்ன கண்ணு
Delete
அது
from
மட்டும் தான்
department table.
சின்ன கண்ணு என்னன்னா வந்து
Right.
இதுல ஊசி எடுத்தாந்துரு
Department table.
பசங்களை கேன
Department ID table 7.
வா வா
Department
வா
ID.
உள்ள ரெண்டு ஷார்ட்ஸ்
Department
இருக்கு
ID in. Department ID in. Bracket open 7, 8. You can run this guy. Yep. So now
I should alter the table.
yeah, you need to alter the table by creating the foreign key.
This recording session will be provided after this meeting is closed.
Sorry. Important spelling. Any spelling.
Foreign. 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 Foreign.
அது மீட்டிங் முடிஞ்சிச்சா இதோ போதா அது பாட்டு போது நீ பாட்டு ஃபோன் பாத்து
Correct.
அது டவுட் கிளியர் பண்ணுங்க அதான் அவனுக்கு கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டாங்களா
Sorry, sir. Correct.
That's
Okay.
right. But what is that? It's like what you are doing for an existing one, right? Alter table name. Add foreign key is right, and you need to reference it. See, foreign key for the table. You need to give the table name. Foreign key for what table you are going to do. Department table, right? I mean, sorry, not for the department table. You are going to give for student table. So you need to mention the table name first. Then the reference key should be the foreign key. See, now what you need to do is like hold on.
Yeah.
Instead, replace department ID as student table. First table name. Then you need to put references as a class. Next, out of the bracket, student table out of the bracket, you need to put references, space references.
Correct, sir. References.
References, you need to put ID of the table. I mean student reference REFERENCES.
F
REFERENCES references. FEREN.
F E F R E N.
Uh, yeah, REN. FEREE should be added next to the R. REFE.
Wait. R E R E.
Yeah, references. References
Okay.
inside the bracket you need to put as
Department ID.
yeah, department ID, but you need also to mention which table you are going to go and add it.
So department table dot department ID.
Yes, not the department ID. It should be your this one.
Which one?
Uh, Here, what is that the name you have?
Student table. Student ID.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, student table of student ID, not the department table. Student table of student ID.
Okay. Student table of.
Remove the bracket. Put it as student table. Remove the bracket.
Bracket.
Now open the bracket and close bracket. Inside the bracket, you need to give us student ID. It will get confused now. Alter table name. Add foreign key, and foreign key you have added the
The where?
column name references of that table name.
Can I just copy the above content, right?
No, that's okay. That's this right. Wait. Let me see. Come down.
Here itself
Before
we
running.
use the alter table only.
Yeah, similarly you can go and do that.
Okay,
That is for with check. See, when you use something called with check, add foreign key, then that will check whether it is mapped with any new value added to the department table. That will go and check it for your primary table as well. The value is already present in the table one or not. If it's not present, then that's going to throw it out. It's already there, right? Yeah, you can go and run that. You can run that. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's clean.
Okay, now what I wanted is like we can go and create something called stored procedures. Stored procedures, a pre-compiled statement. Okay. So what is the reason of having that stored procedures? I'll tell you on that. Okay, can you open a new window? It's Control N. All right. So we will be seeing how to create a stored procedure and how we can go and write all our DML process into a single stored procedure and get that utilized. So to write your stored procedure, syntax has to be used as create procedure name. Create
Once again.
space procedure procedure. Procedure. Okay. E is missing next to the C note. Procedure name. What is the procedure name we are going to give? We can say it as SP underscore. The standard format is SP underscore. No, procedure
SP.
name has to be
Okay,
written.
okay.
Instead of
SPM.
name, no, hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay, okay.
I said the syntax to create a procedure is create procedure, then follows the procedure name. You need not to write something called name. So SP underscore,
Okay.
you can put it as student info, like that, SP underscore student info. All together, INFO. All together. Okay. Create procedure name, then what you need to do is like you need to put it as bracket, open bracket, close bracket, next line as begin, okay, next statement you can put it as next
As
statement you
beginners.
can no as next line your begin has to get started. You have to put that in the same line.
Come
Begin can
again.
be in the next line. Begin
Begin.
can be in the next
Okay,
line.
okay. Okay.
As begin. Now next to the begin put enter and say it as end.
Enter and
End.
END.
So this is the syntax to create a stored procedure. So when you're going to create it, this is the common syntax. What you need to do is create procedure, then you need to follow writing your procedure name as begin end. So between the begin and end, you will go and write your DML process. So between your begin and end, you have to write your DML process. Now we go and just write select star from the student name.
From here.
Yeah. Select star from student table. Now you will see the error in the brackets on the top next to SP underscore student info. The reason is we need to provide the brackets only when we are passing the parameters. If you don't pass, no, hold on. If you don't pass any of the parameters, then the brackets is not needed at all. You can remove the bracket. If you are going to pass any input or output parameters to the procedure, then we need to have the brackets. If we don't have any input or output parameter, then we need not proceed any brackets to it. Okay, now close this one. I'm sorry, execute it. Now you can see the stored procedure is created. Towards your left hand side, if you have opened your get into the database, you have something called programmability. Close the tables folder. You have programmability stored procedure. Yes, you can see something called SP student info is created. Okay, so you have created it. Now how to execute it? Right, you have created a stored procedure and you need to execute. So in the next line at the end or in the next window, can you open the next window? You can use execute, you can write execute, or you can also write exec space. What is the stored procedure name we have given? SP underscore student info. Can you run this? Can you see the result? See inside a stored procedure. So the reason of creating a stored procedure is if we wanted to write n number of snippets or a syntax all together, and if we wanted to execute in one shot, we can put that all together in a stored procedure, which is a pre-compiled one. We need not to compile every time to get that executed. It's already compiled once. When we go and run that, it will go and fetch the records what we have written inside the stored procedure that will give you a result. That makes sense?
Okay, if we updated this one also, the table will be updated.
Yes.
Yes.
If you go and make changes to your the
Store
input what
procedures.
is giving, then the table also will get affected. Okay. So here what I have done is like inside the table process, I've just written only the select query. I've also told you that inside the brackets, if you go and give your input parameters, then we should have the brackets. If not, the bracket is not required. Let's get into that bracket and see how to send the parameter values. Now to get into the stored procedure, you need to put it as alter procedure, which we have already created a procedure. First time when you go and create, it should be a create procedure. If on top of it, once the stored procedure is created, we are going to make any changes or modifications, then we need to go and change it as alter. Now you are opening a bracket. Okay, next line, no, open the bracket in the next line. Okay, in the next line, close the bracket. Between the two brackets, you need to go and send the pass on the parameters. How will you pass on the parameters? You have to pass on the variables with your prefix added to your variables as at variable
At
name.
what?
Variable name as student ID. I'll tell you why. We are passing the parameters as couple of variables for student ID. Student ID, sir. What man didn't have your breakfast in the morning? Morning. Okay. You need to specify what data type of that particular student ID is.
Int.
It is an integer. Yes. So you need to
Yes.
specify as int. No need bracket at all when you go and specify your data type. So you should have a space. That's it. Okay.
Why is an error
Now,
showing?
no error is showing. The reason is the sp underscore student info you have made an alter. It has not been executed yet. That's the reason it's still showing that something is error with that. Okay, now go and execute it.
Srinath.
Yeah, you can go and execute, man. You have on
Oh,
top of it execute, right?
oh.
Yes, it will throw an error. See, the reason we have added a parameter when you try to execute that particular stored block, it is expecting something an input value to it. If you pass the input value to it, then it will accept it and it will go and add that value to it and it will execute it. How will you execute? There are a couple of ways to do that. So execute stored procedure name, next to it you need to go and put that variable name. At represented, what is the variable name you have given? Copy that variable name. Int is not required, just a variable name. Data type is not required, just a variable name has to be copied from that. Pause. Hold on. Pause. At the end of execute sp student info, put space, give a space, and put as at. Now paste the variable what you have copied. Yes, equal to 1. Execute this. It will not throw any error. Yes. See what happened now. We have passed on the variable value to it, and it has been passed on through the stored procedure what we have created it. Now it executes and it pulls out the records what is required, but still we haven't got the right record what we need to get it. I
Yes,
have
there
passed
should
on
be
the
a
student.
5-6 value.
No man, why we need to get the 5 6 value? We haven't added the value itself.
See that we have 6 rows.
What? copy that entire one. Where is it?
Okay, where is it?
That's in the department table. Don't get confused, man. What, man?
Sorry.
It's time for your biryani time, huh?
No,
Waiting to have it, huh? Then, all right. Okay, get into that alter statement.
okay.
Alter procedure. So the reason for sending value student ID is one. What we expect is like we need to add a filter part, and instead of bringing out all the records, we can go and add. We can go and bring it out only that particular row of the student table. So what you need to do is just select start from student table where
Where?
you need to go and write where in the select statement.
Where?
Where student ID equal to
Student by ID equals to
at student ID. You are passing the variable here
at student ID or just student
equal to at student ID.
student ID equal to at student ID.
Yeah. Now you got it. Go and execute this.
This line or
What I am
full?
doing completely. Whenever you go and change anything to the stored procedure, complete procedure has to be executed. Now
Okay.
get into the execute part.
Execute.
Run this guy. You will not see all the rows. You will see only one row.
One.
That makes sense. We are sending the value of 1 and we are bringing out the record of particular row. If you go and change the record of other two, then it will bring out the record of the second value.
Second value. Okay. Now 1 comma 2.
It will not bring
Okay.
because you are sending more than one value, and
Okay.
what you have written inside your select query is equal to. You are not sending the value.
Okay.
Multiple values is not sent there.
Okay. So how to change it?
How will you send that multiple values? You have already done that, man. Instead of equal to, you have to pass on in value.
Okay.
Not here, man.
Sorry.
You need to get back to the altar where you have an equal to symbol. Remove that. You need to pass on in and put it as a bracket, open bracket and close bracket for that variable. And you have to pass on inside this.
Okay. Now we should run this. Oh, we should change
Yes.
in now.
Yes, you need to no bracket. Where is the bracket? No, it will not accept because it's an integer, right? It will not accept.
So what should we do?
We need to add it as an array of it, and we need to pass on that. Okay, hold on. Instead of that, what we can do is
Wait, one detect. Sorry, I'm just in the Python. So what we should do?
wait.
Um,
Either we have to use okay, remove that this one guy and let's see
which one?
to the execute.
Okay.
Just remove that in and student ID as well. Remove that student ID. Put it in a bracket 1 comma 2. Let's see. Remove that square brackets. Give a space between the student info. It's an integer value, right? I'm not sure it's gonna detect one. Give that execute. No, it will not. One
Not
is
it
not.
will not.
Okay, just give one alone. It will work. Why it's not taking one as well?
Not.
Remove that brackets. Now run it.
Now it's taking. Just we can take the bracket and run.
No, no, no. One comma to even give it. No, that will not run. It will take it as an other arguments. Okay, let's not do this because it has to take it. I'm not sure whether your express edition will work or not. The problem is here. Either you need to send it as an array declaration, then your array works.
Square
It's
bracket is
like
array, right?
square bracket is an array, but you need to declare with a variable. In the sense, currently what you have written inside a stored proc is just an integer. It's not an array.
Okay.
So if you wanted to send multiple values to it, what you can do is like you need to add a for each. Just come back to this guy.
Yes.
I mean execute. On the execute stored procedure, you need to add a for each or this one for loop concept. Okay, we'll do one thing.
Okay.
If you wanted to do that, let's try out like this scenario. What we can do is like um, top, top, either we can pass it there or not. Just just finding out whether it's will like okay. Let's try this. We can go on the top and before the execute,
Yes.
I mean click on enter. Declare on the top. Declare.
B C.
Sorry, yeah. DECLARE. Declare. Declare at the rate space at the rate DECLARE. LARE. Declare space at. You can mention student IDs. Student ID like that, and mention it as integer. And in the next state and next line say it as set student ID. Set at the rate student ID. I mean set at the rate student ID, the variable what we have declared on the top, equal to 1 comma 2.
Equal
1 comma
equal to 1
2. 1
comma 2.
comma 2. Now execute sp student info right. In 1 comma 2 remove that completely and put it as at student ID.
Equal to student ID.
No, no, not equal to, sorry, space at student ID.
Student ID.
Yeah. Just about to 1 comma wait, just about to 1 comma 2 it should be in the bracket, more than one value.
Yep.
Why the integer value is not accepting? Wait, it has to accept. I think it's expecting it to be
Can we just
why. Okay, I think it's not accepting because it's taking up to the next level. I mean, the integer value is not taking up to the array level. So obviously, it's going to throw an error on that. Anyways, what we do is like how we can achieve it. Either a temporary table has to be created to achieve this, or an array has to be created on top of it.
can we just put it in the loop like starting number and ending number like 1 to 3?
No, that will work. But what I am trying to show you is something. Instead of complicating it, I wanted to have it as a simplest way. So I thought make instead of having as an integer, what you can do is put it as a varchar and send multiple values to it. It will accept it. But
Okay.
having an integer value is like single value can be accepted at a one shot. If you wanted to send multiple values, you need to use for each or for loop for it. For
Okay.
each or for loop for it, what you can do is like in a simple way of creating multiple values.
Okay.
What you can do is like um, okay, try this one. Instead of student ID, sp underscore student info, right?
Here.
Next to that, last line. Remove that
Okay.
at variable. Let's try the new one. Select
Uh, select.
bracket open 1 comma 2 and bracket close.
Wait. Select. Select. Bracket open
Bracket
1,
open 1 comma 2
1 comma 2.
bracket
Right.
close. Run that
Run.
particular. Okay, no, it will not accept because
There is
it
an error.
is trying. It's an error because it's an array. It
Okay.
says like multiple values. It will not accept. Okay, the only way we can get achieve is like we can declare a new table and get that added to the table, and you can pass on that table. Then it will accept it. Or you have to mention your this one for each and for loop concepts of each of the rows, and that will get.
I think creating a temp table is also a big procedure. Even the for loop can be done in the query itself, right? But creating a temp table, we should.
Yeah, for loop. Even you use your for loop. First thing is all you need to create is like you need to create your this one array concept. Then only it will work. Without creating an array, it will not work at all.
Even though we should create something.
Yeah, obviously. Either you need to go and create your table based array, or you need to create an array based one, so that it will go and achieve what you want. Without creating your list, you cannot declare your things. How will you create it?
I'm just thinking. Uh, no idea. Hands off.
Just is it to create it. One way is like the better way is like you need to create the table, a temporary table that will automatically create your array, and you can pass on with your for loop or for each.
Okay. Let's just create a temp table.
Yeah. How do you create your temp table?
My doubt is we are just adding the two values in the temp table
Yeah.
from the
The,
student from the
yes.
student table.
Yes.
Okay.
So how do you create a temp table?
Same.
Temp table, when you go and create your temp table, you need to use a concept called hash before the table name. That's called temp table.
Okay. I just thought that Create
Okay,
table,
we'll do one
temp table data. That's also a way, right?
uh,
Create table, temp table, name,
yeah,
like
even you can create like that.
like
Create table.
this.
No, not saying a word called temp, that will not create. Create table hash, anything represented with hash, that will create as a temp table.
Okay. So I just have to exit here.
No, not that, not that. You can have a separate window for that, and that will be created. Okay,
Okay.
let's not deviate on this. We will create this. We will see how the multiple values can be passed on through the short proc by creating a temp table or a variable table, or through the array pattern. Okay.
Okay.
As of now, what I wanted is like, I wanted to pass on the values to your stored procedure and get that value from your stored procedure. So
Okay.
currently, what we have done is like, we have, no, we can have only one execute procedure. Rest all can be deleted. Yeah, yeah. So we are passing the values to here and we are getting it. Now we have used the DML concept of select query. We have insert, update, and delete. How do you do all the four DML process in a single stored procedure? Any idea? By calling a single stored procedure, you need to call your select, you need to call your update, you need to call your insert, you need to call your delete. How do you call it?
Same here. We can start begin and end.
How do you?
Like same here. Begin, end.
No. Okay, that's accepted. If you put your begin and end, will that execute? Will that execute? If I wanted to only call only the select query, I don't want to call the insert query. How do you?
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, get into the stored prop. Anyone else have guess? Wanted to try it out? Click on Control R, Navin, so that the window message window gets closed, please. Scroll down. Anyone else have any guess on that? How to create all together? Select, update, or insert and delete it all together in a single stored procedure.
So just executing, right?
You are executing it. I wanted that to be happen in
At
each. However, I go and choose it, it has to happen what action has to be performed. I cannot go and run all together, right? I cannot go and select, insert, update, delete all together. Cannot be done. All right, I'll tell you. Using subquery. Subquery in the sense, how will you do that, sir? Mohammed Thanzim.
Sakari, no idea.
You cannot go and use a subquery or a join to do that.
Okay.
You cannot go and do your use a subquery and insert or do your select, or you cannot do your delete. You cannot. All statements are different, right? How do you use a subquery and do that? Okay, Naveen, at the end of student ID,
Yes.
you have an integer, put comma, not here, on the top, the input parameters, where you send your parameters. Next line, close comma, enter. The next line, you need to add one more variable called at mode, MODE, mode.
Modi mode
No, uh, equal to
equal to
single quotes SEL. Put
not
that in caps,
SEL.
SEL. So what's my ideas? I'll tell you. You will know it. Okay. Now
Execute.
wait. At mode equal to select. Okay. And now what is the error it is showing up? Because put the cursor on the error. Incorrect syntax. W. Expecting as. Right. Okay. You haven't sent the. Can you hear me?
Ah, yes. Now what?
You have not added the data type value. If you would have added a data type value, the error will not be there. At mode, you have just declared the variable. You haven't said what is the variable of the data type. So what is the variable? I mean, the variable is at mode.
Okay.
You
At
haven't said what is the data type for it. So just go and say it as varchar. Next to the at mode, give a space and you need to say it as varchar. That's a data type for the variable. See, similarly on the top, what did you say for the student ID? Student type
Integer.
is a variable. Yes, you have set the data type as an integer, so that the value whatever you are going to pass on based on the data type, it will get the value for it. If you don't say any data type, then it will not know what data type value are you going to pass on. That's the
Okay.
reason.
I
So
understand.
now we need to wait. When you go and specify the string values, you have to mention the length of it. Without mentioning the length, it's going to take the entire memory. Then the memory will be get lost. It will not be using the entire memory. So varchar of 10, varchar of 5, that should work.
Varchar of 5.
5. Yeah, that's enough. We are not going to use the entire memory of it. We are going to use only the 5 characters to it. Okay. And
Okay.
now I have added a concept of mode. Just copy that variable mode at mode.
Yes.
I have told you, just copy the variable at mode, not the entire line. Man, I think you are hungry, man. I think
Sorry.
your ears are becoming so. That's the reason. Okay, next to the as begin, click enter. Next to the begin, enter.
Okay.
We are going to add a condition called if statement. If
If
bracket open at
okay
mode
at mode
equal to
equal to
single quotes sel,
single quote S SEL
close the bracket, begin.
again begin
Yes, enter and begin. Right, begin.
and
And end of the
begin.
select statement, you need to put end.
Okay.
Because I said at the end of the select statement, you need to add the end.
At the end
At the end, the sense next line.
here.
Before the end, put it at another end, man. That's it.
Okay.
All right. So what
Yes.
you have done is you have okay. You can remove one more that at mode equal to right. You can remove that one equal to sign. It's not accepting it. Okay, it's accepting. So I have written a if conditions asking or a question is raised here. If it is a select statement, then go and do this particular statement to get executed. If it is not the select statement, then don't do anything of it. Okay. Now
Okay.
try executing this guy. Get into the execution process. Just run it. Don't send anything. Just run it.
Running.
Just run it.
Run. This is
Okay.
the
What
result.
happened?
It shows the first value.
Yes. I'll tell you. Get into the alter posture screen. See, by default, what I have done it here, I have added the default value as select. Okay. Remove that
Okay.
SEL part here. Okay. Only SEL. Okay. Just run that executed alter posture.
Here also.
Not required. Just more. Okay. Now run this guy. What happened? Now you don't get the results. Next to the one, put it as comma, and in the single quotes, send it as SEL. Now run this. Did you guys find it out? What is that?
It's just for
It's
this
I'm
command.
sending
If one means it only reading it. Uh,
yes.
for selecting it, showing it.
No, what I'm doing is I'm sending two parameters to your stored procedure. If I use a single parameter and send the value as one, it is just reading the value, but it is not executing the value inside the condition. To run the condition value or a condition inside the condition statement, you need to pass the variable for at mode. When you pass the variable name called at mode, then only it will get satisfied as what we have passed on to it, and it will get execute the particular statement. Does that make sense? Now, from the if statement, copy till end. Not yes. Okay. Now copy that. Enter at the end. No, 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 no. Control Z. Yes. At the end of it, put it as enter. Did you pasted it? Yes. Paste it. Now I wanted now what needs to be done now. I've used select statement. I wanted to make it as a update statement. Now you can put it as UPD. And now you need to write a different statement under the begin and end. What is that? You will write for update. Update table name, select start from, remove that start from and put it as update. Hold down, please don't delete entirely. Just remove select start from.
I did it.
Here. Update table name, set student name or student email ID or either any of the thing. Student name equal to what is that name you wanted to pass on. You can either have as a parameter here or you can go on hardcore however you want. For time being, we can hardcore it. Put it as a single quotes and put it as Srinath. You can have my name and at least I can have it once. Srinath. No, you can remove the H. H is not required. Yeah, Srinath. Single quotes. That's it. So,
For
so what
this
you
one,
did is like you have just added. Hold on. So for this, you have added a student
student name,
name, and you have to send a class name called var class so that it can filter out a particular row and you can go and update a particular column for it. So in before the student ID, you need to add var class.
where care or where?
Var class, sir. WHERE. I think you are. I know your stomach is empty and it's crawling for.
No, 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 no. Where care?
Yeah, var. No, it's var clause. See,
Class.
the clause is a common word which is an inbuilt
Okay.
function which is written in an SQL. So those words are said to be as var clause, from clause, insert clause, all those things. So I've said the technical name as var clause. So you need to write var, WHERE.
Okay. Class means list one. Well, WH.
ERE.
Oh shit.
I agree. We get confused. Okay. So now I wanted you to go and execute the entire stored procedure now, the alter stored procedure.
Okay.
Okay. Now get into the execute process on the window. See what I've did is like in the first, I've already a name called Krishna that will be replaced as Srinath now. So what I need to do is like instead of select, I need to pass on UPD so that it can go and update a particular statement. You can run this guy and come back, change as UPD as SEL. Now see what happens. That's it.
Name changed.
So the changes has occurred. This is how we need to do by writing a single stored proc. We can write DML process. If you wanted to do a select, you can use your select mode. If you wanted to use your update, you can use your update mode, and similarly for insert and update. So I wanted you people to try it on insert as well as on delete. You can use INS as for insert and DEL for delete.
Okay.
Okay, try it
Okay.
out. Create a stored procedure where you need to have a select query.
Now, right?
No, that's an homework for you. If I do all
Okay.
the things here, and you will not learn at all. I
Okay.
wanted you people to go and write a name select, update, insert, and delete. I wanted you people to insert the values dynamically, not by hardcoring like what I've done it earlier. So if you wanted to send the values dynamically, all you need to do is on the top input parameter, you need to go and add the variables. So those variables will be called off in your insert statement, and that will get executed, and it will get inserted in your table. That makes sense.
Yes.
Is that make
Understood.
sense for all?
Okay, we just need to write insert query
You need to write insert as well as delete query.
and delete. Where is the delete? And
So I have 20 people
delete.
over here, 20 members are here. Can you tell me does that make sense, or you have any questions, any clarifications you want to ask on that so far what I've taught? Is that is anywhere or somewhere it's getting confused? People Wahid and Muhammad alone is giving a thumbs up. I don't see rest of the members. Is that then I can take it as saying like your people are not understanding on that? Is all able to understand what I've taken on the stored proc, or do you people still have questions or any queries on this? No worries if even you still have any queries or it is not relevant to, or even it is your question is irrelevant. I'll be helping you to or supporting you to get answer on that. Can you repeat it again, sir? What is work? Okay, the work is all you need to do is like I have taught you on select query as well as an update query. So you need to go and create a similar procedure, and you need to go and write a select, update, insert, and delete. All four DML process to be carried out. Okay. So you have to use different modes for do your insert query and do your delete query. Okay. Similar thing has to be carried out
Srinath,
for insert and delete.
yes,
Yeah.
Srinath, one doubt. Can we just keep it here as a placeholder?
Why you wanted to keep it as a placeholder? Any reason
Means
behind?
I can just, I don't want to give here. I just want to give it here.
That's
Like it's
called
in.
variable. It's
Oh,
not a
okay.
placeholder. It's called variable. You need to
Entire.
create a variable. The
Uh,
variable represents with at symbol.
not
Does it
like,
make sense?
no, not like that. If I just asking that I need to send a name also. Like if
That's what, man.
here we are
That's
sending
what
hardcore, right?
dynamic. Dynamically, if you wanted to send, that's what I'm keep telling. Dynamically, if you
Uh,
want to send, you need to pass on the variables in the input parameter. First thing, you need to pass on the variable in the input parameter. So where is your input parameter on the top? You have created an input parameter saying like at variable, right? Where is that?
okay.
At student ID. Yeah.
Yeah.
So next to the student ID integer, you need to add one more variable called student name, and the varchar of
Int.
length you need to
String,
pass
string,
on. Yeah,
string,
varchar of
string.
25 or whatever you wanted to pass on, you have to pass on, and that particular variable has to be put down here.
Yeah.
Instead of hardcoring, you need to put in yes at represented with student name.
I should take
Okay,
this and this.
that should be there. If you remove that, the entire row will get affected. It will not get affected to a single row. Remember, that's
Okay.
a filtration process. You have to have it.
Okay. I understand now. Okay. Okay. I understand.
Yeah,
For that, we can change it. Like if we want a student name, student email ID, student email ID. Same as we created, right? Like we are putting this one. Just adding at before it. Correct? Am I correct?
you're right.
Okay.
Sir, can you sample provide on WhatsApp? Sir?
Sample provide on WhatsApp. So, what is the
Uh,
sample is required, Aditya? What is the sample
But,
you are requiring?
Monday works, sir.
All right. See, what I wanted you to do is like I wanted you to create a similar stored procedure, and I wanted you to write two more modes. Already, I have shown you an example on creating how to select, how to update it, and similarly, I wanted to do it for insert and delete. It's a straightforward query, which he has already. No worries, Aditya. What by end of the session you'll have the recording session, as well as on this query what we have written. Uh, Naveen will be passing on to our chat. You can download that, and you can utilize for that. And this particular recording will also be available in your Telegram. So you can get connected in the Telegram where a link will be shared by the leads, and you can have any questions. You can put down your questions in the Telegram, and I'll answer your questions. All right,
Okay, sir.
perfect. So who's the other one? Nandhini, that makes sense. Is that work what I have explained you? Did you got it?
Yes, sir.
Or still you
Yes.
have any questions for me? Okay. Uh, Johnson, right? Johnson, if you need time, no worries. First thing is, I wanted you to go through on the session 1 and session 2 and session 3 recordings so that you will understand what you have taken at the earliest, and now so that you can have the continuity of the rest of the things. All right. So Nivash, you are new to the training, yes, and you wanted to install MySQL. See, I wanted you people to install MS SQL. It's an Express edition. It's a freeware. Instead of installing your MySQL, the reason is
I've
syntax
just
will
put
be almost similar. Hold on, Mahamed. The reason is it will be almost similar when you go and execute in the MySQL as well as SQS, but a small tweak has to be made and two different IDs. So I wanted you to utilize your SQL MS SQL Express edition. So that will is a freeware edition where you can go and install it. Jason, sorry, Jason. Yeah. So Jason, all you need to do is just go through with an existing videos and come back. If you have still doubts on that, I can clarify you. And Nivash, you can Google on SQL Express edition. It's a freeware edition. You can go and install your 2017 or 2019, whatever the free edition is available on the net, and that will get executed. Once the installation is done, on top of it, you need to run SQL Server Management Studio. you need to run SQL Server Management Studio. So let me know once you get installed with this SQL Express edition. Then I'll tell you how to get install your SQL Server Management Studio. All right. Do anyone have any questions on this? I need some time to understand. I'll leave it. Rahman, okay. No worries. You can go through it. You have a week time. So when you people come back in the next session, if you have any questions, any clarifications will be taken up. And I'll explain you on that. All right. Anything else? Okay. Malini is there. Malini, you wanted to share your screen so that I can quickly take a look on that. What is causing an issue on your local host? Why it's your server is not getting
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
sir.
connected. What it is going to do is like a complete stretch of client side server side application, and finally we'll get down to the data analytics, and there they go and close it. Yes, Bala.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. What is in the store procedure, sir? Can you give me a definition?
Stored procedure. Okay, see, definition is nothing but what it says in everywhere is like it's a pre-compiled statement. Pre-compiled in statement in the sense when you go and write your stored procedure, and inside your stored procedure when you have your couple of snippets is nothing but your syntax is nothing but your DML process. Select, insert, update, and delete anything whatever you go and write it. Whenever you go and execute, you need not to go and compile it every time. So what stored procedures does is when you go and create at the time itself, it goes and compiles it. When at the time of execution, it directly goes and executes the statement rather compiling it. It will not take time to compile the particular statement and understand what you have written it. As it is already a compiled one, so it directly goes and executes the statement and brings you the record. That saves your time.
Thank you.
Yep. Yes, Malini, back to you. Okay, can you open the server name? No,
So this only
yeah, this is one.
this what
SQL Server. You need to not the SQL Server VSS writer. You have another option. Can you click on yes? It should be there. Click on SQL Server. Okay. Um, okay, you can minimize this one. Let's see what is possible. Can you open the server names? Yes. Drop down.
Server name is computer name.
No, no, no. Open the drop down. Browse for yeah.
It's not retrieving any data.
It's not getting you the data. You have installed your SQL Server, right?
Yes, sir.
On that day we have installed it. Okay. Click on the local servers. It is not getting up.